how many times a day to meditate. So this completely depends, but I 100% recommend a morning session primarily as your main meditation session, because it's much easier to get into a meditative state when you are fresh from waking up. So I would say meditate the first hour upon rising. Me personally, I wake up at 5 a.m. And I would love to be able to just sit down and meditate for 45 minutes straight. But unfortunately, right now, the schedule does not allow. So I just do a 15-minute session. And before, I used to wake up from my bed and hop straight into meditation. But I found like if there's a dream you just had and you really want to, sort of enter that dream state, enter that meditative state, you're more likely to remember your dream if you hop straight out of bed and get into a meditative state and start your meditation practice. But what I don't like to do is I don't like to wake up and then lie down and then say I'm meditating, because I'm more likely to fall asleep. There's even sometimes a 20-minute meditation can go like that. If you've just woken up and you wake up early and you meditate, it can go just like that, and you're just like, whoa, where did the time go? So I much prefer to do some physical training to activate BDNF first, and then I get into my meditation session, and then I get into my journaling and reading. But in terms of how many times in a day should you meditate, I would recommend at least twice. Personally, I'm doing a 3 times per day session right now, because it's easy to meditate in the morning. It's much more difficult when the day has started, but this is when you need it the most. The day has started, you've received acidity from so many different things, and so many things have happened. Just taking the time to just sit down or lie down and relax and meditate can be much more beneficial for your state of mind and your overall calmness. As far as the evening session as well, you can do an evening session, which is also more difficult than the morning session. The morning session is the easiest, that's what I say. And a lot of the time you get better results from when you're doing things that are hard and difficult. So when you don't want to do them, doing them anyway. So after reading some book on mudras, I practice mudras when I meditate almost every single time, because it doesn't matter whatever you're doing with your hands, whether you want to label it as a mudra or not, you're practicing a mudra. If your hands are just on your knees, you're sitting on a chair and your palms are on your knees, that's a mudra. Face down, that's a mudra. If your palms are facing up on your knees or whatever, that's also a mudra. That's receiving energy. The other side's closed energy. If you're keeping your hands together, that's also a form of mudra, if you're doing the traditional meditation form. So I read a book of mudras, and it was like, practice this for 3 times a day, 15 minutes each. So that's just what I've been doing since. That's what my practice looks like. Or if not, you can do 30 minutes in one session, that kind of thing. I have tried so many different things. Like I've tried 24 minutes because the spiritual teacher said 24 minutes. So you get a minute for every hour of the day, basically. And I liked it, but right now I'm on a pretty intensive morning routine. So 15 minutes works well for me. 20 minutes is also good. And if you find it difficult, as the day progresses, because I said the morning meditation is the easiest to actually get through, then you can just reduce the amount of times that you're meditating throughout the day, the length of time that you're meditating throughout the day. So if you do 10 minutes in the morning, okay, then do 5 in the afternoon. Just 5 minutes. Put down the tech and just breathe. It's really that easy. And then you could just do a 3-minute meditation in the evening. Set the timer, breathe. So if you're wondering how many times should you meditate throughout the day, you should definitely be doing it throughout the day, like a couple of times. You might have 5 minutes to check social media or scroll social media. You need to train and discipline yourself to do it with your meditation practice as well. I hope that's been useful. Let's go.